Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing my top 5 hopes for Ninjago Dragons Rising. With the newest chapter of Ninjago only a few short days away, I figured now would be the perfect time to collect my thoughts and present to you guys what I'm most hopeful for regarding this new Ninjago season. Or should I say series, since Dragons Rising is the start of a new show. Technically, we'll dive more into that here in a second. This video will simply be containing my own personal desires for Ninjago Dragons Rising. This will not be a list of predictions, rather these are just my own hopes. And I should specify these are not in any particular order. I know it says top 5 in the title and the thumbnail, but these are just 5 of my biggest hopes for Ninjago Dragons Rising. And after the video is over, feel free to leave your top 5 hopes down below in the comment section. Without further ado though, let's dive into it. So for my first hope regarding Ninjago Dragons Rising, I really hope the merge is a very crucial part of this new Ninjago series. The merge itself is a pretty big thing from what Ninjago staff members and various Ninjago trailers have showed us. With all of the realms merging with Ninjago, that has a huge amount of potential for the Ninjago story in general, and it also is a pretty major event. In fact, I'm not so sure if anything else in Ninjago history is as major or as devastating as the merge will be on Ninjago, and as such, with how important the merge actually is, I hope that the show actually touches on it and doesn't just breeze past it. Not only will the world of Ninjago be affected greatly by the merge, but also the characters, the ninja. I want to see how people react to the merge, and I hope it has a huge part to play in the Ninjago Dragons Rising story, and it's not just a one-off thing before we get into all the dragon stuff. For my second hope regarding Ninjago Dragons Rising, I really hope that Ninjago Dragons Rising maintains its new identity. Again, based on marketing that we've seen so far for Ninjago Dragons Rising, to me at least, this feels like a brand new show. It does not feel like old Ninjago, and that's a good thing. While this new series is still connected to the original Ninjago series, with it being a sequel and all, set in the same continuity, I really hope that it maintains its own identity as a new show altogether. Again though, with the new world, with the new characters, especially Eren and Sora being our primary characters, it seems like that will be enough to distinguish Ninjago Dragons Rising from, well, Ninjago. Again, to me the series seems like something new and I really enjoy that. It would be very strange if at the end of Dragons Rising Season 1, LEGO just decides to pull a 180 and bring us back to older Ninjago. With the merge being gone, the 6 ninja taking over as the main characters again, that would be really bizarre, but considering all of the work that LEGO has been putting into Dragons Rising to make it its own separate thing, I have no doubts that Ninjago Dragons Rising will indeed feel like something special, and it will indeed separate itself from the older Ninjago series. Again, not in terms of continuity, but in tone and feel and the viewer experience, most importantly. With that being said though, for my third hope for Ninjago Dragons Rising, I really hope that it's respectful to older Ninjago, especially with the characters. Like I've said, Eren and Sora are the new main characters for Ninjago Dragons Rising, with Lloyd kind of being there as a representation of older Ninjago. With that being said though, we know that all 6 of the ninja will be in Dragons Rising, as all 6 of them have minifigures. And while I wouldn't say that I want them to become background characters, I do think it is important for them to make way for the new characters and maintain that type of balance. I know a lot of Ninjago fans are nervous about Eren and Sora taking over and kind of overshadowing the previous ninja, and especially in the case of Lloyd, a lot of Ninjago fans are not happy that Lloyd is still the main character and he is still the focus of the core ninja team that we know and love. But I think that's to be expected, and like I said, the balance goes both ways here. Eren and Sora need to give the older ninja time to shine, and the older ninja need to give the new characters a chance to shine as well. The balance goes both ways here, and I really hope that Ninjago Dragons Rising finds its groove and gives both sets of characters a chance to properly stand out in this Ninjago Dragons Rising series. We know that the ninja team will be shaking itself up every single season of Dragons Rising. New characters will come in, older characters will leave. The mix will be very different season after season, and I really hope they maintain their balance that way. If possible, I would love to see every single ninja from Ninjago Dragons Rising get equal amounts of love, attention, and character development. For my fourth hope regarding Ninjago Dragons Rising, I really hope that Imperium are good villains. From what we've seen regarding Imperium from various Ninjago sets and trailers, they seem really interesting, but also super familiar. To a lot of Ninjago fans out there, Imperium does kind of seem like the new and improved versions of the dragon hunters from Ninjago Hunted. They are capturing dragons in the same way, they come from a different realm just like the dragon hunters, but I really hope that Ninjago Dragons Rising makes the distinction between Imperium and the dragon hunters. What makes them different aside from the fact that the dragon hunters aren't doing things like this anymore? What makes them unique in terms of a villain faction. Also, in terms of the faction leaders, those of course being Lord Ras and Empress Beatrix, I would love for their backstories to be explored and fleshed out as much as possible, especially Lord Ras. He is supposed to be our new big bad for this season, and I need to know what he's all about. I'm sure the Ninjago Dragons Rising series will touch on who he is, where he comes from, but you never know. These could be the most hollow Ninjago villains ever. Some Ninjago villains do a great job at expressing what their desires are, and some villains you can almost kind of sympathize with, and in my opinion, those are the best kind of villains. Villains that you can almost understand, but at the same time, you hate their guts. I would love for these Imperium villains to be that type of villain. Also, Imperium is an entirely separate realm that merged with Ninjago, and as such, we have another new culture to explore. What makes Imperium a separate realm from the other realms? What makes it special? What makes it stand out? I would love for Ninjago Dragons Rising to explore all of those things, because again, it's not every day that we get a new Ninjago realm introduced into the series. I think every realm should be something special. Imperium is no different. So for my number 4 hope, please make Imperium actually decent in terms of both its villainous faction and the realm itself. And for my 5th and final hope for Ninjago Dragons Rising, I really hope the dragons themselves have a huge part of the story, which again, based on trailers, seems like that's going to be the case. But I don't want the dragons to simply just be there, you know? I want them to be actively involved with the story and not just as pawns to be captured by Imperium. I hope that the dragons have their own lore, their own stories, their own feelings, and their own crucial part in Ninjago Dragons Rising. Remember, Dragons Rising is the name of this new series, not just the first season of this new series. Therefore, the dragons will need to have some major role in Ninjago Dragons Rising, and I feel like they will. The dragons should be as important as the ninja here, if not even more so, and maybe there should be a core team of dragons to go along with our core team of ninja. Who's to say? Maybe they will end up doing that. Either way, the dragons themselves, their stories, their worlds, their power, all of that should be explored in Ninjago Dragons Rising, especially if Ninjago Dragons Rising wants us to care about the dragons, who will inevitably be rising in some way, shape, or form. With that being said though, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. These have been my top 5 hopes for Ninjago Dragons Rising. I'm excited to check out this new chapter in the Ninjago saga. I think it's going to be an awesome time, and I can't wait to watch it here in a few days. Feel free to leave a comment down below discussing what your top 5 hopes for Ninjago Dragons Rising are, or if you just want to drop your biggest hope, that would be okay as well. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.